Oh, we are here, folks. We're here. You know it. You love it. You want it. It's Q&A 8. I checked this morning. Which one is this? It's actually kind of mind-boggling how many of these Q&As we've actually done. Anyway, we hit 7,000 subscribers as of today. So anytime we hit the 1,000 subscriber mark right now, it is. I believe it's Q&A. Yes, Q&A 8. I haven't given a name for this yet. Q&A 8. Q&A takes Manhattan. I don't know. I'll figure a name out. I always do. I don't know if Mark will join me for this one. Just because we've been kind of with the quarantine and everything like that. We had, the pandemic. Our schedules are kind of all over the place, and we don't see each other as much. But that being said, yes, it is Q&A 8. Give me a second. I'm going to think of a random one right off the top of my head. Q&A The Last Jedi. Nah, that was I did. Q&A The Lost World. Actually, that was not as bad. I'll figure something out. Because Endgame, I feel like, would be the last Q&A we ever do. And I don't think we'll ever stop doing Q&As. Or Q&A Civil War. That's a fun name. I'll figure something out. But anyway, as always, it is the same format of Q&A. So if you've never been a part of any of our Q&As, listen up. So that's exactly what it is. Ask any question you want. It can be no matter how personal. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're asking me about my sex life, you're probably not going to hear any answers on that, or the civility of YouTube and the privacy of my girlfriend. But within reason, obviously. Ask any question you want. Now, it can be anything related to the what ifs I do, the who wins I've done, anything about media, entertainment, anime, movies, sports, politics if you want. It can be personal, it can be business wise. Any question you want to ask, go ahead. That said, if you were asking me to do a who would win or what if, for who would wins, I'll just give you a straight out brief answer there. The video is not a who would win video. Nor is it a what if. I'm not going to actually answer that's the only questions I won't answer in a Q&A is a what if question, because I actually would have to do the what. You can leave the suggestions if you want, but don't expect me to answer the question, like the what if question in the Q&A. So just keep that in mind. While you can still leave your suggestions for other videos in the Q&A, the Q&A is generally supposed to be about asking questions and then I answer them later on in the actual Q&A. So that's really those are only the rules I ever set, the only guidelines I ever go by. And it seems to be working out pretty well so far. Like the people who actually watch the Q&A seem to really like it. So, like I said, every 1,000, keep doing it. I'm just amazed people actually like me enough to get me to 7,000. I'm surprised people liked me enough to get me to 500 subs. I'm surprised people subbed to me again. I am grateful to every last one of you who subbed for me. No, seriously, I really am. Like I'm just a schmuck who does the best he can what he has. Sometimes he doesn't do as well. Sometimes I don't do as well as I should have. I'll admit I have dropped the ball on a couple of my hold wins. Definitely, like I've done, God knows how many hold wins. But sometimes my research lacks a little bit in the hold wins. I'm not going to argue that. So yeah, I'm trying to get better. Obviously, trying to be as good as I can be. But sometimes you're going to make a mistake, and sometimes I make it. Not. Let's be clear. The mistake is not in my opinion on who won, but why I thought why they won. Like the information I had isn't complete, and maybe I misjudged it. But if I have an opinion and you don't agree with it, that doesn't make me wrong, nor does that make you right. But it also doesn't make me right, and it doesn't make you wrong. Because that's what an opinion is. It is yours. Now, an opinion can be swayed one way or the other. But just because I have an opinion that doesn't agree with yours, or you have an opinion that doesn't agree with mine, doesn't make either one of us right or wrong. It just makes us differing in the opinion. So, yeah. Put them in the comments below, and just, I'll answer them at some point. And look, I'm going to be honest, too. Lately, I've seen a couple more people kind of dig on me a little bit, and it doesn't bother me at all. You can't be on YouTube and have thin skin. You need to have a certain calloused hide to insults. And trust me, I'm an insult vet at this point. I can take anything and dish it right back. I don't dish it back, believe it or not. I should try to remain very civil on YouTube because there's enough hate in the world. There's enough just trolls and stupidness. I had someone call me sexist avert over the dumbest thing, and I did want to address that because if someone starts to call you something like that, like I did actually comment to the people who were having a conversation about it, and I commented because if one person starts and more people, and then you get a group and it's like, and you know you're not, that because and they're doing it for a dumb reason, then yeah, then that becomes a bit of an issue. So there are times where I do address stuff in the comments. Most of the time it's just someone having a quick question and I'll give a quick answer. But on rare occasions when someone is saying something honestly just stupid and asinine, and it needs to be addressed in a certain way, I will address it. But mostly I save those kind of things for actual videos, like a Q&A. So yeah, it's very possible I could get some hater questions in this too. I don't think that's happened yet, honestly. The majority of you guys who watch my videos, you're a great crowd, you're a great community. I love having you. Every once in a while, though, everyone's going to get either trolls or people who are just going to be rude for no reason, or people who think they're right and are going to try to call you out and stuff that makes no sense to be called out on. I'm not going to name names. I got called out for saying I got called sexist for saying that in one of my Naruto what ifs that Kunoichi have lesser chakra than Shinobi because women seem to. I since have corrected. I'm like, no wait, you're right. There was no proof on that, but I had the idea in my head that women in the Naruto universe just naturally had lesser chakra than men. Men just had larger chakra reserves naturally, but women had better chakra control because of the lesser reserves. So it was like a give and take. I had just naturally assumed that based on the little bit of information I had, like from the manga and stuff like that. But as it turns out, there is no evidence really to support that. So I did have to correct myself, and I did admit that fault. But that doesn't mean you go around calling someone sexist over a fictional world. Come on, it's a fictional world with not 100% set guidelines. So if you're going to call someone sexist for that, I think you need to readjust your priorities. I digress. Just wanted to bring that up. Anyway, so put your questions in the comments below. We'll see. Let's see. I'm announcing this Thursday because I'm figuring out my days off because that's probably when I'll do the Q&A. I'll see you guys then on August has 30 days in it, if I'm not. No, 31. August does have 31. So yeah, actually, I will see you the last day of August, Monday the 31st, for the Q&A. So I'll give you guys about a week and a half to put your comments in. Till then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Put your questions in. See you then. Later.